Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for September 17th to October 1st. Before I get to the forecast, we're going to talk a little bit about Nicholas. Nicholas made landfall and is forecast to lose tropical characteristics as it moves further inland. And you can see this is where it moves to tonight and bringing pockets of heavy rain here along the central Gulf Coast. And then we'll put the map into motion, or we'll go to the next day, whatever one works. And you see there's a center there over southwest Louisiana. And then the heavy rain spreads into Mississippi, Alabama, and parts of the southeast. Now also we will have remnant moisture that will be moving into the region. This will continue the threat of heavy rainfall here along the southeast. So that's the GFS, and we'll look at the European. Here's the heavy rain. There's Nicholas coming into southwest Louisiana, and then it continues on. It produces heavy rainfall and remnant moisture. This is remnant moisture here. Will have to be watched. Now, also, there's an area of disturbed weather near the Bahamas, and that's where we're going to be watching. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring for possible surface development, tropical development right here. So we go into Wednesday, then Thursday, and then it moves out with the heaviest rain remaining offshore. There's a lot that can happen, but that's how it looks like right now. That's the GFS, and we'll look at the European. The low remains relatively weak, and again, it keeps most of the heavy rainfall offshore, so this will be moving away from the U.S. Okay, now we'll get to the forecast. This is for September 17th to the 21st. And a trough is forecast over the northwest and a ridge in the east. And as we go through the time, there'll be some eastward progression of the western trough. And we talked about the disturbed weather off the southeast, near Bahamas. And we'll take a closer look at this offshore. This is GFS. And keeps it offshore. Then we look at the European. Keeps it out. And then we look at the European ensembles. Keeps it all offshore, moving out to the Western Atlantic. Like I said before, there'd be some remnant moisture. This will bring some heavy rain across portions of the southeast, well, anywhere from southeast Texas to Louisiana. We'll have several fronts that will be tracking through the northern flow across the northern states, and that will cause area rain that could be locally heavy across the upper Mississippi Valley. And then we'll have a system moving into the northwest, and this will cause locally heavy rain into the weekend, with snow possible in the higher elevations of Washington Cascades into the northern Rockies. See, this is what I'm talking about here. So winter is starting to come. Okay, we're going to look now at the period for September 22nd to 26th. The flow starts out pretty much the same with a trough in the northwest, ridge in the east. But then as we get to the end of the period, you start seeing the ridge. Well, the GFS keeps it in there, but the rest of the models kind of lifts it out, and we develop into a flatter flow where height rises. So I'm forecasting for this forecast period. I am forecasting below normal temperatures for the northwest, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal, above normal, below normal precipitation forecast for much of this region here, above normal temperatures of forecast here, with anomalies near 12 degrees above normal. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for portions of Washington and Oregon. And for this area here, probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. And we have below normal precipitation forecast for this region here. And the probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. Now, as we get to the next period and into October, there lies some questions. Now, we're going to go here. This is B from the 27th to October 1st. You can see that some of the models have a zone of flow. But then if you look on what's going on over in Asia, we have this ridge here favoring a trough or a ridge in the east, warm weather in the east. We have a trough that would be moving into Northeast Asia, and that could complicate the situation, or it can change a reversal to cooler with a trough in the east, cooler temperatures. And the European ensembles keeps above normal heights or a ridge over Asia. Another thing contradicts this is that the NAO is positive, okay, and the PNA goes negative. The PNA supports a trough in the west. That could probably very much be. That's what I'm forecasting at this time. But with that trough moving into Asia, we have to wait and see how that comes in the coming days. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures for much of this region. And I'm forecasting again anomalies of up to 12 degrees above normal. Near normal here due to the trough in the region and the possibility of a trough being over here. So I'm calling for above normal temperatures here. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. That's a long-range weather forecast discussion for September 17th through October 1st. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.